Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Good evening to everybody. This evening, very happy to see all of you. Then I hope that very soon you all can come back to our place, to our center. We are very welcome, okay? Welcome to. And also I want all of you to meditate every day at home. So very important for us to learn the Dharma, not only learning, still need to practice too. And learning and practice must be together. At home also we can do like a retreat center. Early in the morning when you wake up, you also can do metta meditation, anapana. All of you knew how to practice that. So both of the meditation object you all can practice. Then every day we get happy and also we get good karma. So every day we can train. Okay, at home if you practice, you also can get nimitta and jhāna too, okay? So I want to encourage all of you. We really need to practice sincerely to gain something like at least sotapan, then only safe. Future is very difficult to say. Future, if you come back to the human again, also not easy to practice nowadays, the situation. No? So now is so important times, very good time to practice. So that's why if you have time at home also you can meditate more. Everybody know already the method, most of the meditators are here joining. You all have been practicing with me and with other teachers also. So you know the basis of meditation, how to practice anapanasati, metta, you know, all you know that. So there's at home every day trying to do that yourself. Not only just short time, you know, longer, make it longer time to practice. Then only you will be and safe and also can get more concentration. If not only short time, not easy to get the deeper concentration. And as time has limit, so we always need to remember that we don't have much time. Always need to think about that. We have to prepare. And also how is my practice? My practice really safe for me for the future or not? Always trying to think and also not to attach to our family member. Not need to attach too much on our business or belonging to you. Try it every day. Is of course you have, but you just in the mind and not belong to me. Always think that. Then you don't attach on that, you know. And also do more good things. Practice every day. Giving the five precepts. Everybody know already, so I don't explain detail. Okay, the 5 precepts is so important. Early in the morning we just chant. If you have Buddha image, just sit down and chant, today I want to keep the 5 precepts. You try to be happy with this intention. I want to get the 5 precepts. I don't want to torture other beings. Don't want to kill, you know, the kind of intention in metta. So that's, you want to think, you think about, I want to get the 5 precepts with the happy feeling, so much good karma, you know, the wholesome karma with you. And then after that, not only that, I can do dana. You do dana to your parents or your neighbor or anybody that you can share to somebody with a kind heart. And then show that sincerely the metta is given to other people, a kind of loving kindness too, you know. So for us, we got, not if the condition no good. If the condition good, we could. Always we send to the neighbor, to the monastery, nunnery around here. We always send as far we could. And we are very happy, you know. So every day we get a good karma at the same time, you know. So in this way we train dana, sila, and bhavana, meditate for a while. At least half an hour, 1 hour every day trying to meditate. After meditation, the mind will be very, you will get happy feeling and wholesome. There's no need to explain already, okay? That's why I always contemplate that. Some people like to do dana a lot. They are very happy and they are sincerely, they only interested in dana. They don't like to meditate, you know, some people. You know. Also not so safe, dana not so safe, dana sometimes, okay, good karma, but before you die, if you have attachment on somebody or the other things you attach, also not safe, dana cannot help you, still can go down to the hungry ghost or the kind of life also can go down. At least Sotapan, the first enlightened level, only safe. We don't need to go down again to the lower life, they're only safe. And then the time of the Buddha, you all know already the story, also man known there, the Dayaka, Anathapindika, he was very popular, He always support to the Buddha and the Sangha, the building, the monastery, within the monastery, Jitavana monastery, as well. Every day offer the food to the Buddha and then to all the monks, and also bhikkhunis as well. So he did every time in his life, every day. Luckily that when he was, the first time he met the Buddha, he listened to the Dhamma. After that he got a sort of the first level of the enlightened. And after enlightened, about Sotapan, he had very strong sada, the faith in the Buddha and the Dhamma, as well. That Sotapan know a lot of Dhamma already, okay? Because of level of the Sotapan, the practice of Sotapan, he has so strong sada and also confidence to do that good thing. So always that is supporting for his life. All the time he did dana every day, and they're always listening. Also he liked to listen the beneficial, the bhikkhu, or all the Mahathera have been preaching. After dana, all the beneficial or dana, how beautiful with dana, the kind of the matter. So all the bhikkhu was explained to him. After he heard about that, he was so happy. He just like to listen about the kind of thought, He didn't go for the deeper practice, for the every day happy with dana only. So I don't want you all to happen like that. That's why I remind, So times got time, so practice more and give more for the meditation. The last minute only you want to meditate is very difficult, we don't have much time. So the time then he also, the last day of his life, the last day he was so sick, and he could not, every day he went to the monastery, but the day he could not move and he could not walk. That's why he asked his attendants to pay respect to the Buddha and Venerable Sariputra. Then after that he asked the attendants to invite Venerable Sariputra to his home because he went to listen to the Dhamma from the Venerable Sariputra. So the attendants also did his instruction. He then went to the monastery. Okay, then he followed. He paid respect to the Buddha. After paying respect, he also paid respect to the Venerable Sariputra. Then after he worshiped, he invited to the Anathapindika home to the Venerable. So Venerable Sariputra accepted his invitation, and also Venerable also invite another Mahathera, Ananda, Venerable Ananda, who always took care about the Buddha. So both of Mahathera went to the Anathapindika home. Then when they arrived to the home, the Venerable and the Anathapindika was sick, and then the Venerable asked, "How are you? Are you okay? Do you feel that you will be feeling better?" Then he asked a few questions. Then when Venerable asked, and he also answered it. And he felt that it's like today, the last day, the feeling, he explained to the Venerable, difficult for him to go again. Then he did answer to the Venerable. So Venerable also contemplated, now is the last time for him, a very short time for him, the last minute of his life. If I talk about other things, maybe not so beneficial for him, so I will taught deeper meditation for him, for the deeper practice. If he could analyze that at the same time when he explained, after listening about the Dhamma talk, he can attain to the highest. And the Venerable knew that he was Sotapan, Anathapindika was Sotapan. That's why he want to explain deeper and for deeper understanding, for the highest wisdom. Then the Venerable taught to him thoroughly about how to practice vipassana. The Venerable didn't explain how to practice anapanasati at the sutta, okay? Because of that, this sutta was Anatta Pendika Vada Sutta, Anatta Pendika Sutta mainly emphasize to him, and also directly emphasize to the Vipassana. So the Vipassana practice, we need to practice until nothingness, zero, we go to the Nibbana, Nibbana and nothing, okay? Inside Nibbana can't see anything, so zero, nothingness only. That's why zero is Sunya. Then there are another names that in this sutta named, another names that Sunyata Sutta, we call that. Sunya is zero, nothing, okay? So two names in this that we can call in this sutta, okay? Then Venerable explained to him, so Dayaka, please follow. I want to explain to you the Dharma there. So you just trying to listen carefully, at the same time trying to practice. Venerable explained to him. So then he was contemplating, and at the same time he also very happily listened. After listening, the Venerable explained, you should contemplate on your body, the first step. The Venerable Sariputara explained to the Anatta Pendika. So you should contemplate on your body. We have 6 sense door, okay? So in our eyes, okay, in our eyes, you're trying to concentrate there. We have eye transparent element. Today may be a little bit difficult, okay? So just listen carefully. If not, Wai Chong will translate again, okay? So the eye transparent element we have in our eyes, the center of our eyeballs, okay? In the center of our eyeballs, a bright light, the clear caused by the karma. We have 4 causes in our eyes, ear, nose, tongue, the body, and the heartbeat. We have 6 sense door, okay? Everybody have. So every center, all the eyes also, we have 4 types of rupa in our eyes, 4 types of rupa in our ears, 4 types of rupa in our nose. 4 causes, we can say that, caused by the karma producing rupa in our eyes, temperature produced in rupa kalapa in our eyes, okay, nutriment produced rupa kalapa in our inside of the eyes, and also the mind producing. So 4 kinds of rupa kalapa in our eyes, we can differentiate, okay? So if we talk about the eyes, okay, we can say the rupa, but not enough. We need to go until very deep, because in this sutta, the Venerable didn't mention about you have to concentrate on the eyes. The Venerable mentioned to him that you have to concentrate eye transparent elements. So eye transparent element in the center only, not the whole eyes, okay? In the center is clear part only, transparent part in the center. If this part is white, with bright, we can contact with external object. So that clearness is very important. Clear rupa kalapa is so important, understand? After that only, when we contact only, we can get the mind understanding on that object, how you look at it in this way, okay? That's why the Venerable is trying to concentrate on your eye transparent element, ear transparent element, nose transparent, nose inside, okay? Inside of the nose, we have transparent particles there, caused by the karma. Only kamaja rupa are bright. The left of other rupa are orbit, not bright, rupa kalapa, okay? So in this way, so the Venerable asked him to concentrate 6 sense door we have. All the 6 sense door have transparent element. So you're trying to concentrate on this 6 sense door of rupa kalapa, transparent rupa kalapa is one object, one object of vipassana. Understand not? Okay, we had 9 kinds of objects for the vipassana practice. Understand? The Venerable have been explained to that. Venerable have been explained to the Anatta Pendika to practice vipassana. So now the first one is you look at it in your eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and the body. In our body, we have transparent particles. All the transparent elements is one of the objects. 6 sense door has 6 kinds of transparent element. Is number 1 object for the vipassana. After we see about that, the nature, you will see rising and passing in the eyes. Ear also rising and passing. All the rupa are come and go, come and go. This is the first level, okay? The first object of vipassana. This is very easy. You just contemplate, oh, inside I have the eyes. Everybody can contemplate now yourself. I have my eyes. Inside my eyes, in the center, I have ice ball. It's bright. The brightness had particles. But many particles, we know that when it's are joined together. In this many particles, the center part only got bright light, bright color, okay? There is we call bright transparent elements in our eyes, okay? There is importance for us to understand. There is the first object for the vipassana object. Understand, no? Okay. Number 2 object is outside, external object. External object. For the eyes transparent element, we need the object, the color, the sound, the color, okay? The color means the things that what you want to look. The object also this is external object or rupa. Rupa object internal is your eye transparent element. External object is like a flower or everything what you want to contact. All external object also one kind of rupa object. We need to see. After that, we need to break down. After that, we need to see the rising and passing or the nature of vipassana to the every external object, not only materials, all the people also. Your family member, other people who you love, everybody also. You think that after you look at that, you need to break down, and all they are also vipassana object. Okay, so 6 kind of vipassana object. For the second one is the color, the sound, the smell, the taste, and the tangible and the mind object. Okay, another 6 kinds of external rupa object also. Number 2 vipassana object for us to practice. Okay. Number 3 is external contact. 6 kinds of 6 kinds of transparent element. Number 1, 6 kinds of external rupa. Number 2, number 3, 6 kinds of contact. Contact also very important. 6 kinds of contact means external. Just now the color will come and impinge to your eye transparent element. This is contact. Come and touch on your eyes ball. Okay, this is contact. Eyes contact. Understand? Then the sound will come in contact on your ear transparent element. Everybody understand, no? So then you can hear that the sound will come in contact ear transparent element. So sound contact, okay? Same as the smell. Then the smell will come in contact on your nose. Then no transparent element. So the taste touchable. All you know already, okay? So then 6 kinds of contact and number 3 object for the vipassana. Okay. Number 4, after contact, what will happen? Everybody know already. Consciousness happen. Okay. Eye contact will create eye consciousness, ear consciousness for the mind thought process. Okay. We will contact with eyes and the rupa and nama. Okay. Not only rupa. How the rupa is processed to our mind. After contact only, we will get communication of the mind. If we are not contact, external object and internal your body, it cannot contact. We don't know what is it. If your eye is bright, we don't know what. Although the object come and touch, also we don't know, because it cannot contact with your eyes. If your ear is deaf, you can't hear any sound. Because I cannot hear, we can't contact, because I cannot contact, we don't know what sound. That is because of contact, consciousness arise. So that eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, turn the body and the mind. Okay, mind of consciousness. So 4 kinds of number 4 object of vipassana. 4 kinds of consciousness, 6 kinds of consciousness for the 6 sense door. Understand, huh? After consciousness, the mind will happen. After you look at it, you got contact, okay? After contact, your mind will start to get alert after contact, okay? Without contact, we don't know, all sleepy mind. We don't contact, we don't know good or bad, After contact, we start to realize that, oh, this is flower, The first idle thought process is not strong. Only just contact on it. Look at it, we know, oh, this is flower. Happy or not happy or unwholesome, not yet happen. So deeply you think about that, mind or thought process happen, okay? Idol and mind together. There is a complete mind will happen. After you look at the contact, eye consciousness will create that. If you like it, this, you happy? Then we get thought process will happen. After contact, we got investigate. We will in the mind will receive the object. After receiving, we will investigate what is this, what is this. Then after the decision, mind will happen. Oh, this is flower. After decision, we know that the jhāna we call the 7 impulsion happen. We call 7 impulsion only 7 jhāna. We call that good or bad happen to us. And you like it, this object, you feel happy. So wholesome mind will start to happen. And then you don't like this object, unhappy, angry, sometimes unhappy, dislike feeling happen. So wholesome and unwholesome, sukha, dukkha, and upakha. Sometimes you are not feeling at all. You look at that, equanimity feeling. So we have 3 types of feeling, okay? Happy, unhappy, and equanimity. 3 kinds of feeling most of the time happen to us, So equanimity is not so much, that sometimes we like it, emotionally we like it, happy feeling, and we don't like it, easily get angry. The kind of feeling is very obvious to us after contact with external object. Understand? So that's the way, then the mind thought process will happen to us. In the mind thought process, we can check good or bad. We roughly understand. If you like it, happy, that's we can say that the feeling will see because of your eyes contact, eye consciousness arise for you to get wholesome mind because of you look at the Buddha. Now you look at the Buddha image. The Buddha shine, Buddha, when you look at the Buddha and the flower, happy. After you look at it, your eyes will contact with the Buddha, then after contact, the mind start to happen. What kinds of mind happen to you? Then we are happy. You like it, this Buddha image, you like it, this flower, happy mind produce. Understand, like this. So the happy mind start to produce, the happy mind process happen, the feeling is strong. The feeling aggregate, we can say that. So that's way 6 kinds of feeling will happen. After contact, the feeling will happen. Eye connected with the eyes, good or bad feeling, all the feeling will arise. Ear listening, after listening, the sound sometimes you like it, sometimes don't like it. Okay, unhappy. And then the smell also the same. The taste, what you like, you eat, you are happy. What you don't like, why you are not happy, Sometimes equanimity, just eating, like this. All the 6 kinds of feeling arise to you. This is number 5, okay? So I will go back again. Number 1, 6 kinds of transparent element. Eye, transparent, ear, nose, body, and the mind, okay? 6 kinds of transparent element in your body. Just contemplate at the same time, contemplate yourself, okay? For this 6 sense or your element transparent, 6 kinds of rupa, object will contact, okay? And rupa and nama, okay? 6 kinds of color, the sound, the smell, the taste, and the tangible, and the mind object. 6 kinds of object, external object is number 2 object for vipassana, okay? Number 3, the object, external object, the color, sound, smell, will come and contact, come and touch, come and contact in your eyes, ear, nose, and transparent element. So 6 kinds of contact. After contact, 6 kinds of consciousness arise. That consciousness will produce our mind to get happy or unhappy or not, that kind of feeling. The 6 kinds of feeling arise on this 6 sense door. Understand? So now 5 types already. Number 6 kinds also, 6 kinds of elements. We know already the elements have 4 elements. Everybody knows that in our body, external, the 4 elements are everywhere. We can see that. The earth element, the water, the fire, and the wind. 4 elements we can find everywhere. After that, we call dhatu element, means space element. Space means inside our body. You can see in your skin many holes, The sweat come out from that hole. That hole is we call space. Element dhatu, okay? And also we can see outside also as space. The whole is space also. There is also one kind of element, rupa also. And also area.You rupa. We call also inside the heartbeat, in the blood inside also we can create the mind will stay happen in this area.You rupa also. The heart-based rupa, I can say that. Also one kind of rupa in our inside, no? Element 2. So we can say 6 kinds of element also, number 6 type of vipassana object. Understand? We have 9 kinds of vipassana object. Don't forget, after that I will ask, one by one, okay? So for 9 types of rupa object, okay? Now we already finished 6 object. 6 object, all are 6, okay? Now number 7. Number 7 is 5 types of aggregate. Also vipassana object. We need to practice vipassana for this 5 aggregate. What is the 5 aggregate? Everybody know about that, okay? The aggregate of rupa, our body, we can say that. Aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of meta-formation, aggregate of consciousness. So, rupa, and in the end, rupa and nama. Another 4 kinds all conduct by the mind process, okay? Rupa and nama, the body and the mind in the combined there, okay? So this also, after we understand about the mind thought process, we can analyze one by one. Why we can say that the feeling aggregate, the mind thought process happen, we have the different level of the mind. So the feeling is obvious, then others, meta factors, we call feeling aggregate. Sometimes feeling is not obvious. The perception, knowing to the object is so obvious, then feeling. That's why we call the aggregate of the perception. That's why in this way we can differentiate. Now maybe quite too much for you. Okay, that's we just roughly understand. 5 types of aggregate, also the object of vipassana. Everybody know about that 5 aggregate, okay? Another one is that for arupa jhana, we are very familiar with talking about jhana, who practice anapanasati. You can enter and the first to 4 jhana. Everybody know about that, okay? After 4 jhana, you can practice also number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 jhana. This all we call immaterial jhana. Not rupa, not body, only the consciousness, only the mind in that number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 jhana. So how to practice, next time I will explain, okay? Today will be too much, So these 4 arupa jhana object, also we need to practice vipassana. So the no body, only the mind, how to practice vipassana? So we have to enter. Number 5 jhana, we enter absorption. In March of absorption, we need to contemplate all the mind. The mind, we had the mind thought process, chitta and chittasika. Chitta and chittasika, the mind and the meta-formation. So we can see that all the meta-factors we need to see about rising and passing. After seeing about the mind thought process about absorption, we need to contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta. In this way, we practice vipassana for the jhana thought process. Also can practice vipassana. Many people think that jhana is not related with the vipassana. Many people think that way. Jhana is different out of the Buddha Sasana. The Buddha didn't teach like that. Many people have that misunderstanding, okay? So jhana object also, we need to practice vipassana. So this is the Buddha mission for the 5th, 6th, 7th jhana, 8th jhana. So after that, we also need to practice. The first jhana also, we can practice vipassana. The first jhana you enter, the first jhana absorption. In March of the absorption, immediately trying to recall, immediately trying to concentrate on that thought process. Again, rising and passing. Contemplate that, impermanent, very fast, come and go, And this time we need to consider all impermanence, my mind, impermanence, suffering, nonsense. In this way, okay? So we practice for arupa jhana, also the object of vipassana, okay? So now already 8, okay? 6 kinds of object or elements and elements, and just now a 5 aggregate. Now number 8, Number 8 was for arupa jhana, okay? Number 9. Number 9, in this sutta, Venerable Sariputta explained to him, because he was sort of a new dependent origination. He knew what is past, present, future, the cause and effect. He knew. That's why the Venerable didn't explain to him to practice about the past. The Venerable explained to him, oh, Tareka, you should practice for the present moment, now. You look at it on your body and the mind. Look at the nature of Namarupa, arising and passing, arising and passing. So the present Namarupa. Sorry. Sorry. The present Namarupa, also we need to practice the nature of arising and passing, and nature of dukkha anatta. And also future. Future also we can think that tomorrow, we all can think tomorrow. Tomorrow what I want to eat, tomorrow what I want to cook, you also can think about that, okay? Tomorrow sometimes you also can imagine what I want to wear, how after I wear, how is my look, you also can imagine that. So for the future, we can think roughly. The past, don't think, okay, finish already. So the Buddha and the Buddha explained the future also, you should not attach. The future also, we need to practice vipassana. Tomorrow, what will happen? Tomorrow, what? All the desire, not to get. That kind of desire is no good when relate with attachment. That's why for the future, we need to practice also vipassana, not to expect too much, And also, he want to mention that not only for tomorrow, continuously the Venerable want him to practice until the end of this life, the last day of this life. After that, trying to practice vipassana until no desire to go to the next rebirth, not to attach for the next rebirth. There is a more future, okay? For the future life, he didn't want him to continue about the attachment. No? So that vipassana, he want him to practice vipassana until not to attach. And no desire, no attachment for the next rebirth, So he went, then after that only, then if you are not interested on this present moment and the future, and you don't have desire to go to the next rebirth again, then the end of that you practice that, there is complete nine set of vipassana object. After you don't have attachment to the jhāna place, you don't have attachment to the human place again, then in the end we practice vipassana in this way again for this sense of connected with this sense of present, my body and the external object, when contacting time or how to control and how to do vipassana, as well present and the future also we practice vipassana until no desire to go, everything is scaring. After you see Rupa Kalapa are so scary about vipassana. You look at your eyes with concentration. Now you will think that you will see your eyes, boy. You think they're beautiful. Your ear, your hair, you will like it. You think that everything is stable. So when you get an inside knowledge, vipassana deeply, you go in with vipassana inside, everything can break down. So at the same time, you will see, sit down, in the end, you will see all the particles flowing down, you will get scared, So other people also you will feel that. When you walk outside, you contemplate about vipassana, or you don't see but the soil, everything will falling down. You will feel that you also will fall down inside, the kind of feeling. So we must practice in this way. So in the end, the whole universe, you will see what particles are come and go, rising and passing. In the end, not attached to the many things. And slowly, then the last minutes, we do the jhāna. Because Anagan, non-returner. He preached him for this sutta and the arahant, So non-returner had attachment to the arupa jhana, sometimes rupa jhana, okay? That's why the Venerable explained to him, you have to practice 4 jhana, at fifth jhana, 6th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana also. Must practice vipassana. So why he want him to practice that? That's jhana thought process also. He could see slowly. He will see impermanent, suffering, non-self, impermanent. Then in the end, after we see many types of thought process, we feel scared. We feel scary when we practice the mind thought process. After scaring, you don't have happy feeling on don't have attachment on the kind of thought process or the jhana place. Can cut attachment to every destination, every rebirth, In the end, after that you enter vipassana again on the thought process of the jhana. In the end, can enter to the parinibbana, nirvana object. In this way. So this is not only for Sotapan, this sutta is anti-anagan, non-returner and anti-arahant. He preached that. So the Dhamma is, I just share only explain to you. And next time you have practiced, so interesting, very interesting to learn for you and practice that. Very, very good to look at. Then we can see all the true things slowly, how the vipassana is deep and profound. Then after that, we feel very, very, we will feel that very happy. You will feel that very happy in this way. That so then. Very interesting, explaining, very interesting explained to the another director at the time. The another director was, he was not really fully concentrating what the Venerable taught to him. He was not concentrating what he was thinking at some time. Oh, why I didn't listen the kind of Dhamma talk before? And as I have been so many times went to the monastery, why all the Pandit didn't teach me this one, didn't explain, only explain to me about the Dhamma talk as a dana, how good is dana, the beneficial of dana. Why Vipassana, deeper Vipassana didn't explain. I have never listened, only did, and he was remote. He was, he thought about that. He had the kind of thought was brought here. He could not follow what the Buddha, the help was Venerable explained to him. So in the end, he could not attain anything. He was sort of the end of the matter also sort of because he could not follow what the Venerable explained. So who can follow that? Who understand really Nama Rupa? So then only Venerable explain easier to them to follow it. So I did explain to you this. I hope that you're roughly okay, 50% sure you can follow it. For the deeper one, you need to practice, okay? You meditate, really need to observe, not only just understand for the Dhamma thought from the Dhamma thought. You really need the experience. Then you get the experience only, we really can cut off all the we really can, the wisdom will grow in our inside, That's why everybody need to meditate, the kind of Dhamma if we really want to learn, And also in the end, after you enter, you will get free from suffering, You can go Nibbana, easier for you, Then, but after listening, he was crying, And then Venerable asked Venerable Ananda, why you crying? Are you worried? And do you worry to let go about your family and anything that do you have attached? He was asking, then but he didn't have that thought. He just explained that he so sad because he didn't penetrate the Dhamma like this in the previous time. He did explain after that. And he explained to Venerable Sariputra, in the future, please explain the kind of Dhamma to all the lay people, also not only in the Sangha community, all the lay people, please explain to the many lay people and lay devotees. Then Venerable Ananda taught, Venerable Sariputra was keep quiet, Venerable Ananda was explained to the Tayaka. Oh, this Dhamma is very deep and very profound. If we ask them to let go, and people are not easy to let go. Not easy to let go, not easy to teach. Then explain. Then Venerable Ananda was explained to the Dayaka. So the Dayaka said, many lay people also might have, some people might have parami. So in the past, like they also might meditate. Because of that, if you explain that, some lay people also can follow it, can understand. They also can maybe can attend to the Nibbana. So he was explaining. So after explaining, then the book of Mahathera went back to the monastery. Then after that, he also passed away. After he passed away, he went to the heaven to become the deva, So in this sutta, it's a vipassana object so deep and very profound. So after listening, if he continuously practiced in the heaven, he could attain to the Anagan and Arahant. Because he knew or he listened one time. After he listened, he just need to contemplate on it. Today I just shared Dhamma to all my parents and my brother and sister. And so listen, very easy way I explain. Everybody understand that. Six sense door, we have eyes, ear, nose, tongue. Everybody understand, the object understand. Contact also you all know that. After contact, happy mind or unhappy, everybody know that. Okay, very easy way, So what we need to do that, now if we cannot practice deeply, the mindfulness is very important. Sati, every day we need to guard, every day we need to train before we contact. So that's why early in the morning we need to meditate. So when we meditate, we have wholesome mind. So whatever you want to contact with external object, wholesome mind will support us to contact. Before contact, if we have metta or we have good intention, we need to train that. So when you contact, after contact, you don't feel unhappy. You easily can understand, you easily can, even negative also, you can think with positive. Understand? So people scold you or people bad to you in speech, action or anything that you can forgive easily. No one is perfect, I also not perfect, So who is a perfect? We don't think about people's mistake or, think very positive all the time, trying to understand. Everybody has greed, anger, delusion. We have so many lifetimes we had that, more than wholesome, So we had that basis, so difficult to let go, So there is things happen, everybody had this thing happen, there is nature, So try and forgive, everybody can mistake, So when she tell you, she don't know you, and she don't know me, never mind, okay, let go. In this way we try not to get angry, Not to get easily angry, not to get easily unwholesome, and trying to make it more and more wholesome. In this way, we protect our mind all the time with the mindfulness and gut, and not to get greed, anger, delusion. Greed want to get, impermanence. Sometimes you see, the house beautiful, I want that kind of house. Also you think that, I die also cannot carry, I'm so busy to get this kind of thing, I had to work so hard, so let go. Okay, and no time for me to work for this. I don't want to get time for that. And I want to practice more. If we meditate, if you get a jhāna, that is so peaceful. That peaceful mind cannot compare. You stay big house also useless, So stay small house also, small room also, we stay with jhāna also happy. And stay contemplate with vipassana, so everything is okay. So trying to let go, cut, not important. You see that, no good, cut, not attached, For me also same. Sometimes I try my best, everything is okay. Okay. If not okay, I cut everything, like this. So mine is more. We need to cut. We need to learn how to cut. We don't attach too much, Attach too much is no good for our rebirth also. When we come back again, That's way. So I just want to encourage all of you, practice more meditation at home. We are very impermanent in Malaysia, Singapore, and everywhere, Hong Kong, and give also join thing. Hong Kong also. Sometimes we are worried for everyone, the virus coming. We always send metta. Always, I want everybody to be free from danger, especially who I know it the most, Always send metta. And also protection, so it's very important. You also get shared marriage, all the beings also important. Many devas also can support you. And practice more 4 elements meditation also. So many things I want to talk, sorry. 4 elements meditation will support for your body to get balance and stronger. So anything happen that you can build up yourself and you can take care. And metta also very important. Metta use until the light come out from your metta. So when the light power is come out, the light can shine to yourself and can do treatment to yourself. Any time, any moment, in Myanmar, every day dying, so many people die. In our village also die, because of the virus, can't control it now. Very dangerous, So then I told them, tomorrow is very uncertain. So today must try everybody, we say that, So thank you so much for your patience, and I'm so happy to share all the Dhamma to you. Not only just listen, meditate also, and every day trying to contemplate in this way. The mindfully, we don't have much time, cannot get angry, Actually, elderly, over 60, we have to careful, easily get angry, sometimes impatient, So we have to take care not to get unhappy, don't quarrel each other. And the more we get aging, the more we have to unity and support each other. We want to meditate, I want to meditate, please come meditate together, like this, So we had to support each other now, okay? So thank you so much to everybody. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Later on, Wai Chong will translate now. So, and question answer session we do first, no? Question answer.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sally. I have, we have, I think around 20 questions. So I will just select 10 to ask Sally. I've grouped them into similar groups. So there are 4 questions related to mindfulness in daily life. So they are all very similar. So I'll just ask one of them and Sally could answer for all of them. So somebody says, I don't have mindfulness. I always forget sati. So how do I get mindfulness and how do I maintain mindfulness even when I'm sleeping and during a stressful day? So these 4 questions are just about how do we maintain mindfulness and guard our mind from defilements. If Sally could answer this question first.
This is like just now what I explained there. We need to contemplate ourselves, you know. We need to make it more wholesome. That's when the mindfulness is sometimes restless mind happen by kind of, so you really don't want to focus on something. You are not really interested. And because you are not interested on your work or not interested on your meditation, easily the mind will go away, you know, can get restless. So when you are really interested that you think that very important that the object are, so that you will be interesting, you know, so that in this way. So make it the concept important that not only just sitting, oh, I want to meditate, immediately go and sit, you don't feel that good. So we need to contemplate before meditation, why we want to meditate. So tomorrow I want to die how? It's today very important for me to meditate, and the meditation object is so important now. So there's make it there is object of what you want to do. There is importance there, and you have to work in your office. The thing that the object is, you really need to interested. You really need willing to do it. Then only when you are interested, you don't have restless. The most important is you are not so interested to that object, easily get restless. You know. Understand? That's why we need to guide our mind after contemplating. I want to try and until I want to understand this, what I'm doing now, until I get a good result from there. The kind of understanding we need to encourage first, and concept need to change. And meditation also say meditators, I don't want to waste my time. I had the meditation. Actually, I already sit there. Why don't want to control my mind? I have to control. I want to get good result. I want to make it wholesome. Meditation, I sitting and think about unwholesome. Akusala karma, you know. You want to think about that, you know. That's way. I don't want to waste my time. For us, we are the nuns. And I stay in a monastery and we meditate. We have to be very careful. And people dana to us, we do it, and our mind is not pure, or we don't interested on the meditation on Dharma. So dangerous. So we have to think about that. Oh, I get back karma. And so if you think about that, bad karma will produce by us because of that action. So we were scared, make it scared feeling and take care again. So we concentrate more on the Dharma again. In this way, we can communicate. The mindfulness is not only just push the mind with wisdom. You know, we need to guide that. Then only the mindfulness will be stronger on the object. Why we are doing that? Why we have to do that? Then only we're okay. Understand now?
Thank you, Sally. The second set of questions are related to anapanasati. There are altogether 5 of them, but they are also quite similar. So, for example, one asks, how do I sustain my focus on my breath? Or when I'm focused on my breath, but the mind is like a monkey keep playing trick. And so one of them was saying that when he practiced mindfulness on his breath, he can't help but to pay attention on the sound of the breathing rather than the movement of the breathing, or hear the high-pitched sound in the ear and very distracting, and not sure whether he should pay attention on the sound or the breath or the body scan. So all these questions are related to how to improve on anapanasati and reduce being distracted.
Okay, at the beginning, we need to realize we need to learn more about the object of vipassana, the object of the anapanasati, the definition is very important, okay? So what is anapana object? We need to know that the anapana object is the breathing only. In our breathing is the anapana object. So, sorry. Sorry, we need to guide. I need to concentrate only the breathing, no, and also that in the test that when you concentrate to the anapana object, our mind really need to focus the breath. Cannot awareness or any sensation in your body, our body. So any sensation appear, also we cannot awareness that. So any body sensation appear, we cannot communicate with the breath. So once we communicate with the breath, the obvious thing is not the breathing. The sensation will more obvious in your body. So when you focus on your body or sensation, the object of the breath will lost. So that's when cannot communicate with the body sensation or any part of our body, okay? And also the sound is breathing, and you breathe so hard, you use so much energy on the breathing. So the sound will come out from your breathing. This also not so good, because after for a while, no good means after for a while you will get tired. Easily you will feel tired. After you feel tired, you don't want to continue. The wandering will disturb you. That's why after you feel the breath, and then we need to continue with that slowly, make it natural breathing. Don't push too hard. If you get a natural breath, you will feel comfortable and you don't feel the sound from the breath. We can adjust on the breathing. Another one, outside sound for the beginner, the sound will interrupt you, many different kinds of sound. The time we don't contact, we cannot communicate with that, we try to ignore. The beginner can hear, but don't care, you just don't concentrate there. I want to focus only on my breathing. Pay attention only one direction, one object, only the breathing. You just awareness that if you too much the sound incoming, we can change that sound, become the counting on the number, we can count. In breath, out breath, make it busy, our mind to make it busy with the breathing. So not only watching the breath, only watching the breath easily interrupt by the outside. So we're trying to make it with two objects at the same time, with the counting on the number. In breath, out breath, you concentrate one. In breath, out breath two. So the mind is more, can focus more on the breath. And then also then the number will guide you and pushing you the mind from not following to the outside sound, will make you that direction to push to the breath. So in this way, the counting method will be very useful to protect the sound from the outside. Can do counting number or to the breath, no? Understand? Mm-hmm.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sally, the next question is also very similar. It's related. I'll just read out the two questions. When I meditate during the weekend, I seem to fall asleep, and the sleep looks like very peaceful, but actually I know my mindfulness is not there. May Sally guide me on a method to improve on my problem? And the second question is very similar. Why, when I meditate, I feel myself sometimes drop down into a dark hole, and then suddenly I get awakened?
Yeah, there's also in the beginning, if you are not sleepy, you might have the beginning had the breathing in you. The breathing is obvious to you. You can concentrate with the breath. After for a while, you will feel very good, and then you will get the settled breath by concentration. After you get the settled breath, you might follow with the breath only. Settle. The time, the mind also very quietly will following with the settled breath. After for a while, because of you pouring about quiet feeling, the mind fall to bhavanga. Bhavanga and kind of the mind is really don't know the object. The object lost. Because of the object too settle, the object disappear. Because of the object, the mind also you like to fall about quiet in the air, going to the quiet place, fall to sleep like that. This kind of problem for the meditator. When they get the settled breath, happen like this because they didn't come back to the breath. They follow with the sensation of peaceful feeling. There's a peaceful to go and stay in somewhere without object, That's why no good for the anapana object. So that's why when you get that kind of the settled breath too quiet and the mind is so settled and quiet, we have to push back again the mind to the nostril, and we need to rebreathe again. And then we slightly push up. Then you will get the settled breath again. Then on that settled breath, you're trying to communicate again. Another reason is sometimes in the beginning you are not interested on the object. So after for a while, and then you relax too much because when relax too much for to bhavanga also. Two ways can happen for that. Another one is also similar. The black hole, he can see that because of for the bhavanga also. So the mind is blank, cannot see any objects. You will feel that kind of all bhavanga object, like rebirth, when you are in the mother womb, they will take the kind of object. It's all coming to there, all the background is like a red or black, the kind of feeling will happen, the kind of lose the object, deeply going for to sleep also will happen like that sometimes, There is less mindfulness. Because of the less mindfulness and you don't feel about the object clearly, and also there is also not concentration. Many people think that, so peaceful, so comfortable, that must be concentration. And some people might think that jhāna, they are absorption. And some people also think that nibbana object. So there is a different. Actually, it's in the beginning stage, it's because you following the subtle breath, or because you are not so interested in the restless mind. Both happening all are based on the bhavanga mind. Unconscious because you lose the object. Understand?
Sadhu. Stanley, there are 3 questions related to obstacles to meditation. I'll just ask 2 of them. How to overcome desire for progress that hinders my practice? For example, the second question is, how do I overcome the fear of meditation because I'm afraid of failure?
It's just not desire on the breath or what? Sorry? The first question?
One of them asks, how I have this desire for progress. I want to...
progress.
Desire seems to hinder my practice. And the second question is related because I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. So the first question that it's good that you had the intention that you want to be successful in your practice. That's a good intention. You in the beginning we had to make it that strong determination. Determination is very important. I want to try and be successful. The kind of mind also important. If we don't have the kind of mind, easily fall to sleep and easily get restless mind. Don't want to focus more, don't want to put more effort on the object. So in the beginning, okay, we can have that kind of thought. I want to success, but not all the time. The whole sitting you think, I want to success, but you push too hard, also no good, There are also kind of pressure, and also the mind cannot feel relaxed. You get a lot of cohesion tightness because of the mind is worried, and you push too hard. So don't feel about the happiness feeling in your practice, and you get tension, and you pushing too hard or effort is too much. You don't feel as concentration that way. So that's why we need to balance. In the beginning, you can make a strong determination. I want to try and be successful. After you get a determination, when you practice the anapana, come into the meditation object, any kinds of meditation object, we cannot give pressure. We have to go with mindfully and carefully for the concentration practice. Watch carefully. That's okay. So don't worry about that. Too much pressure also not so good. Based on our parami and karma also, I will try my best and be successful. That's okay. After that, you just carry on your practice only. When during sitting time, don't push in again. No good for your practice. Not easy to be successful. Understand? Another one also no need to worry so much, if we try our best and time strike will be successful, okay? We also cannot think that, if other people are successful, why I'm not successful? If I'm not cannot get jhāna, what will happen? And you kind of pressure also no good for you, and also never get peaceful, So anyway, both are quite extremely strange. So we have to be balanced in the middle way, So the middle way go there. We try our best. It's really we have karma, will be successful. So in this way, we just try and don't push too high and don't relax too much, The middle ways will be better. Don't worry about losing all the. And then the mind also, sometimes you think that you push too hard. If you are not successful, if you think that, I want to try and do jhāna. If you cannot get, you will blame yourself. That's also no good. and then bringing also yourself also kind of depression in the end, you will get depression also. When you think that you want to do, you are not successful, you want to bring always yourself, the mind is not happy, so if you can use to it. When you become used to it, never satisfy yourself, you like to bring all the time, why I'm the kind of person, why I'm like this, that is no good sign for you. And slowly you don't have confidence, no? You are losing up your confidence, and then you are not happy yourself, and then also you are not happy with other people. Slowly will increase, what kind of slowly depression will happen, because you are not successful, you don't want to associate with other people already, and who had concentration, and you don't want to go with them, you don't want to stay together, the kind of isolate feeling will come into you. Then slowly will get depression. Most of the people have that. Not only meditation, others are also the same. In the school also, children are happen like this. So don't give pressure to yourself. Just make it easy, and we try our best. Mindfully, we will practice, So that slowly will be okay. Can adjust, no?
Sadhu. Sally, the next question is also related, but it's quite interesting. I'll just read it out. I always hear the high-pitched sound. I felt like I'm entering another dimension when I meditate. The sound becomes slowly diminished, but it happened only for a short while. I cannot continue to meditate because when I'm like that, I feel some kind of fear in my heart. I have to, I've seen blue orb, blue color one time only after I came out from my meditation, and not during my meditation. It disappeared very fast, Sally. What should I do if I entered other dimension? How to overcome the fear? I think I fear of uncertainty. Thank you, Sally.
Other dimension. Okay, so you lost the mindfulness, I think, from the meditation object, okay? So if you really get awareness on the meditation object, you don't feel in this way, because you are losing on the meditation object, a kind of, if the consciousness, you might sometimes, if you are if you are not for the bhavanga, just now I did mention about bhavanga, okay? Bhavanga also you have feel that you are in another universe kind of feeling, you are outside, There's also one. Another way is that by the concentration while you there's just now the bhavanga is because of lose concentration and then lose mindfulness, Now some people also can happen. Some people there you had a concentration, you get a concentration, you following like we practice meditation, you get a comfortable feeling coming, so you like to follow the sensation also. After you following like a space, space casino like that. When you feel that the lightness, you following by light. After that, you are not interested on the breathing. So the mind following with the sensation. So you following, floating, and after that you go to the space like this, So you are inside the space, the kind of feeling, comfortable also. But you are awareness, that is not part to bhavanga. You had the mindfulness, you had the awareness, but not in the meditation object. You are in some way, you stay inside the space, the kind of feeling. Understand? So, but lose the object or anapana object, that's why we can't get nimitta and the concentration. So you get it, but not sleepy, but you have the object or this. But you don't know what is the object. You only know that you are in somewhere, like a space feeling, Understand? So that's why we have to control that. If things happen before this, you don't follow it. You should not follow it with that. If you follow in that, it's not easy to come back. Not easy to come back to the breath. So before this thing happen, nearly start to get that kind of feeling, quiet, and you are nearly losing on the breath. Push back again immediately and trying to breathe again, and don't lose your object. Come back and contact again with the breath. Then only easily will get concentration. So because of that concentration, although in the beginning you might get such a breath, okay, because of you following the space. So originally the beginning part you had some concentration. Then without you are now is because of you following the space. You are inside the space. Sometimes the concentration also can produce the previous one can happen. Sometimes you also might see the bright like blue or yellow, or sometimes can happen. Although you are not with the breath, sometimes when nimitta is coming, with the breath also can happen. Nimitta without breath also, you are in somewhere also can appear sometime, but cannot last too long. Only just short time by previous object or the anapana object. So you will happen also the bright light, but cannot last too long. That's just come and go. You also cannot hold for a long time about that bright light, blue light, okay? This is because of related with previous anapana object. You get a concentration mind here. That will produce you to get the karma arise like this. Only short time. The basis one or anapana object, or you concentrate on the breath for a long time, you will see the blue color. That's okay, very good. There is really nimittas coming out. The way it can last longer. Not like just now, just come and go. If you want to get long time for that bright light or nimitta, the color, we have to continue with the breathing. If we are not continuous with the breath, although how much you see the bright light cannot last too long, will disappear short time only, okay? That's why we have to come back to the breath, continuously breathing a bit longer time. After you get a longer time of concentration, automatically the nimitta will get brighter and brighter, more stable. That kind of nimitta, after stable, you concentrate will be better. Then and the time only can go the jhāna and absorption. If outside, and not easy to go because you can't catch it again, the bright light, without the breath, okay? Understand?
Yes. Okay. Sally, the next question is about ants crawling. So during meditation, I felt sometimes there are ants crawling at my ear and my nose. But when I touch with my hand, there is nothing there. Why is it so?
If you really touch that, you don't see about any ants, there is a chitness. The body we have four element sensation. Sometimes when you practice that, the body get hotness or sensation appear slowly, your skin also the kind of chitness or sensation, like inside crawling, like the ants come into you like this, crawling like this. There is roughness or sensation, because of roughness. So you don't concentrate on that. And then you don't go and touch, you don't awareness on that object, just come back to the breath. You continue with the breath, after for a while there all the sensation will disappear. Understand? And also the breath, sometimes you breathe the breath, you're breathing in too fast and too quick. Because of that, the mind also get agitated, and the mind also rough kind of sensation happen. You don't feel softness. Because of the mind is following with the breath movement, and first the mind get agitated, but agitated mind also can produce in the end kind of roughness or sensation in your body. No? So after you concentrate to the breath, make it a long breath, and adjust your breathing. Long breath become slow, and you breathe slowly, then become long breath will happen. After you get a long breath, you don't feel the kind of sensation, you will get comfortable and very peaceful again in your body. No? Can adjust that.
Sadhu. The next question is about seeing white color. So when focused on breathing, there is a shadow in white color appearing in front of my eyes, but it is not stable. Sometimes it is brighter, a little bit moving, and then will appear in different directions. When I look at it, it will get dark, and then little by little it disappears. It also will appear as a piece of white shadow in front of my eyes. When resting time, when I close my eyes, similarly, sometimes the bright spot appear. So please give me instructions.
Yeah, the white bright is very good. The kind of nimitta, the sign of concentration also, and you can see immediately the white bright is very good. Some people it's the sign of concentration who practice anapanasati. The beginning you will concentrate to the breath. After that you will get the subtle breath. So in this subtle breath moment, you continue with that subtle breath. Don't let go your breathing. Okay. Then after that is concentration level improve. When you get that subtle breath, the mind start to get happy. Because of the happiness, slowly concentration arise to the object. So after you get a concentration mind, you will start to feel the bright light in front of your face. In the first level, many people will see that yellow, orange, blue, different people have different color. They might see that. They're at the first level. So the time your eyes don't want to open and don't contact with the bright light, okay? Let it happen. Moving and also unstable. Come and go sometimes. Let it happen. So our duty is just stay with the breath. Don't let go your original object of the breath. So you keep on, carry on with the breath. Even the breath can be disappear sometimes. You don't feel about the breath because of the breath too subtle. So when the breath lost, don't worry. Slowly the mind concentrate again to the nostril. Slowly breathe again. Slowly, don't breathe so fast because you had the concentration, because you got the light. If you breathe so fast, uncomfortable will happen. You get tired. Breathe very softly. When you breathe softly, the subtle breath will appear again. So in this subtle breath, you combine again the mind, will combine with the breath again, happy mind, concentrate on the subtle breath. Then only just know the color will keep on wider and wider, brighter. The time also don't contact, now unstable. Stay white also moving, You give it with the breath again, set the breath in the nose. In the end, the bright light slowly will come and start in front of the nose. We have to wait until stable in front of the face or in front of the nose, the bright light. After stable for a while, then only we can contact. The mind will contact, not the eyes. The eye don't move, Only our mind will watch that nimitta and look at, you will see the nimitta, a bright light in your mind, you will see clearly. Then you combine and you contact 1 hour continuously. Then only slowly jhana spetta arise. Then only can enter jhana. So in the beginning, don't concentrate so fast, Wait until nimitta clear and stable. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sally, the last question. Okay. How to use 4-element meditation to cure cancer without jhana?
Yes, without jhana also okay, because our intention more important. That I really want, you need the sada, the faith in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, or the I believe Buddha, and then you also need to chant and the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, especially the Buddha quality. You trying to concentrate on the Buddha image and chant Itipiso, Bhagawa. You really respect and you really how to call the faith in the Buddha, okay, and also the quality. After you chant and you also think that the Buddha and the quality, please protect me. Trying to send metta like this. You need the kind of the sada in the Buddha and the quality and spread on your body first. After that only, and you're trying to with concentration better, but if without concentration in Rupa jhana, but roughly you know the way you had the location of the tumor. You if after mammogram or after you get an X-ray, you know roughly where you had that tumor. So the mind focus on that area. If you can see the image of the tumor, is very good. That's why we need the nimitta. If you have nimitta and concentration, I always explain to you all that you look at your body, you will see all the organs. Slowly you will see inside. Slowly, in the beginning not clear. Keep on trying until the picture really come out to you. So after you can see by concentration, better the imagination. So after you got the image, all that, and you will see somewhere as a problem, and then also roughly, if you cannot see like that, never mind. You're trying to focus the area, the picture, you might have the picture in X-ray. So there, location you concentrate. After concentration, you're trying to do the 4 elements meditation. We can practice systematically, it's better. The 4 elements, 12 characteristics we have. All 12 characteristics we're trying to make it first. And then you make it around again. Then you get a concentration. After you get a concentration, which part of which characteristic you want to focus, that characteristic will get stronger by concentration. Okay, I want to make it pushing to get stronger. You might have intention that. Then also in the determination that, I want to make it pushing. And then because of the mind have power, the mind want to push, then you think about pushing. And also you have concentration. The pushing was stronger, the whole body will shake, in this way. And the heat that you think about the heat, to concentrate hot, in the end the whole body like burns up like that, the kind of feeling will happen. That sensation is stronger and stronger by the mind also. So the mind is so important. So after you get the heat feeling in your inside, and then you focus on that area, the picture need to come away, location, the tumor. If you have concentration mind, you will see how many tumor and what color, all can see that. And then also the energy that you also can see the hard or soft and the kind of the tumor, you also can penetrate there. You also can feel all. Then after you get the image, the heat that directly shine to that area. Sometimes you got limiter, you can shine with limiter better. If you don't have limiter, doesn't matter. On that area you shine the heat to spotlight, and you're trying to concentrate on that. Then at the same time, after you got a picture, don't let go. You hold it that tightly on that tumor. So after you got the image of the tumor, don't care the other part of body, let go. We cannot take at the same time many objects. At the same time, it is my body, you also focus the whole every part of body. The concentration is not so strong for that part, understand? So we had to let go other part of body. Only one place that focus after you got the tumor. How many tumor you can see? Okay, so in that area only you concentrate. Other part don't care. Then the heat make it stronger, and the heat directly shine to that tumor area, to the shine, to the tumor. Then after that you keep on trying the hot sensation. At the same time you also make it after for a while you will feel but the heat will be produced in your body, very, very hot. You can't stand at that area. Very hot, the feeling will arise. Although you just carry on continuously, don't let go easily, no? Then after that you will feel that the tumor become very soft, and then slowly you can do determination. I don't want the kind of energy on bad energy or any kind of the bad karma, please, and protect Dharma to me, Bobara to me, and you trying to do determination. After you make it the sweat or the urine, please can come out, please come out from that, by all the bad. So slowly after that, based on your concentration, so can come out from the sweat and can also remove by the urine also. Then in this way also, you can, like in the hospital, you do the chemotherapy, like this kind of feeling. We can do ourselves by concentration, can cure this one. But you need deeper concentration way better to focus, easily can get effect. If not, you take long time. Understand? Yeah. Thank you very much. And then I hope that all of you will meditate more. And also, we have the meditation session. If you are interested, can join for a while, about 10 minutes. Oh, you want to do translation first, or which one?
Translation, I think, will take a while.
Okay, so want to join meditation for 10 minutes? So after 10 minutes, okay. So I want to see all of you are meditating, So the position is important. Position, make it straight, and also the concentrate more on the anapana already, okay? Don't do metta. All of you have metta now, okay? So all of you have preset now, 5 presets, so we don't need to do that. We will go directly to the anapanasati, concentrate in your nostril, and try to feel natural breathing. Don't push too hard, don't relax too much, don't think anything. Only focus the breathing, only relax and slowly try to breathe. And happy, must be happy, no? Everybody trying to smile and also concentrate more. Don't worry anything. This time is more important. 10 minutes fully will concentrate on the breath. Then only you will get concentration. I will look all of you very closely, will zoom in, okay? So don't think any other thing, can see on your face, okay? Think about only the breath. Thank you very much. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.